Hey there, Globetrotters. Have you taken a second to hit the like button? If not, make it happen. Don't forget to subscribe, and while you're at it, seize your 50 free AI minutes using the link below. Now, let's cut to the chase. Picture this. You finally decided to embark on your first international journey. You can almost taste Thailand's tangy tamarind, experience Switzerland's crisp alpine air, or be immersed in the bustling markets of Morocco. But before the world becomes your oyster, there's critical planning to undertake. We've all been through the phase, haven't we? The anticipation of your maiden global adventure is an intoxicating brew of excitement, anxiety, and endless queries. What gets packed? How to navigate an alien airport? Is a visa required? It can certainly seem daunting, but don't worry, we're here to shepherd you through this maze of logistics. Consider this your comprehensive guide for novice international travelers. We'll touch upon the nuances of securing your passport, maneuvering through customs, packing effectively, and even surviving your initial long-haul flight. We'll even share some insider traveler tips which will transform you into a seasoned globetrotter in no time. The world is a vast, vibrant mosaic of cultures, vistas, and experiences eager to be explored. While the thought of planning your first international sojourn might seem overwhelming, it's equally exhilarating. It's an opportunity to break the confines of your comfort zone, to dive into unfamiliar cultures, to savor exotic cuisines, and to create unforgettable experiences. So are you to embark on this journey with me? Superb, but remember, every journey begins with a map, or in our case, a passport. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've got my passport, I'm ready to go. But hold on, is your passport photo more of a police lineup entry or a magazine cover? It's a question with more weight than you might realize. See, the significance of a valid passport in this vast realm of global travel is paramount. It's your magic carpet, your personal transporter to exotic locales, well, you get the picture. But it's more complex than just owning a passport, it's about having a usable one. With usable, we mean a passport that doesn't meet its expiration just within the 6 months of your proposed travel schedule. Believe me, nothing echoes passport chaos louder than a breathless, last-minute sprint to the passport agency. It's not the type of thrill you're hunting for. Now, let's divert our attention to that passport photo. We've all seen those, the passport photo disasters that seem more fitting for a crime alert flyer rather than an official travel document. You're familiar with the ones that appear as if you've just shaken off a centuries-long slumber or have been trapped in a hurricane. But hey, keep calm. It's not meant to be a photo shoot image nor a criminal's headshot. It's merely a static image, a transient moment. So don't exert yourself trying to look immaculate. After all, the immigration officer isn't going to evaluate your fashion sense, but your identity. And for those fortunate souls prepping for their first passport, here's a brief overview. It's quite simple. You complete an application, furnish proof of U.S. citizenship and identity, pay the requisite fees, and then you wait. As you're patiently waiting, you could begin to daydream about the stunning destinations you're about to explore. And let's not overlook the matter of renewals. It's like a subtle nudge from the cosmos saying, hey, isn't it time you ventured on another thrilling journey? So when that passport of yours is nearing its expiry date, don't dilly-dally. Get it renewed and keep the portal to worldwide exploration unobstructed. And there you have it. You're now one step closer to becoming an international traveler. But don't start packing those bags just yet. So you've got your passport and you're ready to book your ticket. But here's something to ponder over. Did you ever stop to think about the optimum time to take that leap of faith? Let's unravel this intriguing subject. Please ensure you have a notebook on standby, as we're about to unveil some classified industry knowledge on the most favorable times to secure your plane tickets. Imagine this scenario. You're comfortably seated at your workstation, a steaming mug of coffee at your side, your fingers poised over the Book Now button, when suddenly you recall a golden nugget of wisdom. Airfare is generally less costly if you arrange your travels on a Tuesday or Wednesday. Astonishing, isn't it? This might seem surreal, but it's a fact. Now, isn't this nugget of information worth at least a hefty chunk of your frequent flyer miles? Let's lighten up the atmosphere with an amusing anecdote. There once was a hapless chap named Josh who decided, on an impulse, to book a last-minute flight to the romantic city of Paris. In his elation and haste, Josh mistakenly reserved a flight for an incorrect month. When he arrived at the airport, his suitcase packed and ready to go, the airline staff were as astounded as he was. Hence, folks, always ensure you double, even triple-check your dates before confirming your booking. Moving on to another significant aspect of flight bookings, the evergreen proverb, "the early bird catches the worm," couldn't be truer. And by worm, we refer to those enticing, deeply discounted tickets. Booking your flight a minimum of 7 weeks in advance could potentially save you a substantial amount of money. Moreover, if you're truly daring, consider opting for a red-eye flight. Not only could you land a cheaper ticket, the airports are also significantly less populated during these hours. It's a win-win situation, wouldn't you agree? However, we mustn't overlook the leverage of online comparison. Numerous online platforms and apps can assist you in comparing flight prices across a myriad of airlines. It's akin to having your exclusive travel agent minus the ostentatious office and the additional service charges. To wrap up, here's a bonus piece of advice. Register for airline newsletters. Yes, it seems counterintuitive. Who needs more emails cluttering their inbox, right? But hear me out, these newsletters tend to feature exclusive deals and early bird offers that are typically not available elsewhere. So, remember, timing is everything. But once you've got your ticket, you're almost ready to take off. You've got your ticket, your passport is ready, now it's time to pack. But wait, do you really need that inflatable flamingo? As we dive into the world of packing, let's approach it with meticulousness and a dash of humor. Picture this, a friend once decided to bring along his entire collection of vintage t-shirts for a fortnight getaway to Paris. The outcome? An expensive extra baggage fee and a 2-week fashion repetition of 3 t-shirts. A humorous yet costly mistake, right? So let's steer clear of such folly. First and foremost, packing light is the mantra. It's not wise to burden yourself with hefty luggage or risk dishing out extra for your bag's weight. One key trick to packing light is to opt for versatile clothing articles that offer multiple combinations. And let's not forget, laundry services are globally available. Next comes the trick rolling your clothes instead of folding them. It's a game changer, trust me. Not only does it maximize space, but it also keeps your clothes wrinkle-free. For the space savers out there, consider vacuum-sealed bags. Yes, your suitcase might resemble a dehydrated astronaut meal, but the extra space is a boon. Now, let's move on to the essentials. Regardless of where you are heading, there are some items that should always be a part of your luggage. For instance, a universal power adapter can be your knight in shining armor. Imagine being stuck in a foreign land with devices that have run out of battery. Scary, right? Another must-have is a no-frills first aid kit, just the basics. Band-aids, painkillers, and any prescribed medications you may need. And of course, travel-sized toiletries are a must. The key word is travel-sized. That mammoth bottle of shampoo you love? Leave it at home. It's probably not essential. Lastly, always reserve some space for keepsakes. You'll pat yourself on the back when you manage to squeeze in that unique pottery or local hand-woven textile you chanced upon on your travels. Well, that's it. You're all packed and ready to go, but hold on, there's still one more thing to do before you head to the airport. You're almost ready to embark on your first international trip. Wait, have you verified your flight status? Yes, that's right. Even though it's a small detail, it can make a world of difference. Imagine rushing to the airport, suitcase and passport in hand, only to discover your flight is delayed or canceled. That's a turn of events nobody wants. Checking your flight status is paramount. It helps you tweak your travel plans and ensure that your journey begins on a high note. There are numerous apps and websites available to assist you, so go ahead and use them. Now, let's lighten the mood with some comical airport anecdotes. Remember the traveler who turned up at the airport pajamas, thinking they'd sleep peacefully on the plane, only to get stuck due to a canceled flight? Or the man who whimsically filled out his luggage tag with somewhere warm, and was puzzled when his suitcase didn't arrive at his frosty destination? These hilarious tales remind us of the importance of preparedness and staying informed. Let's go over some last-minute travel tips. First, keep a digitized copy of your vital documents. Next, pack an extra outfit in your carry-on, as you can't predict when your checked luggage might choose to go on its own journey. Finally, carry a portable. The sight of your phone battery depleting while trying to navigate an unfamiliar city can be daunting. There you have it. You're now ready to embark on your first international trip. But remember, journey is just as important as the destination. So inhale deeply, embrace the unknown, and let your adventure commence. Well, there you have it, folks. Your ultimate guide to planning your first international flight. This guide was designed to make your journey smoother and more enjoyable. As we journeyed through this guide together, we've tackled so many important aspects of travel one step at a time, ensuring that you're well equipped for this exciting adventure. First, we took the time to delve into the enigmatic world of passports. These little booklets are, after all, the keys to the world, opening doors to nations and cultures across the globe. We demystified the process, offering tips on filling out forms correctly, getting that perfect photo, and most importantly, keeping this precious document safe and handy. In this guide, we've turned the Passport Pandemonium into a well-managed affair. Then, we journeyed into the potentially challenging terrain of airline tickets. It's a jungle out there with so many airlines, prices and schedules to choose from. But we turned this hunting expedition into a fun adventure. We talked about the importance of planning, researching and comparing prices and schedules. We even discussed the perks flexibility, suggesting off-peak times and alternative airports that could save you some money. And who could forget about the packing predicament? We know that packing for a trip, especially an international one, can be a daunting task. But we've got you covered. We shared smart packing techniques to maximize space and stay within the weight limits. We touched on the importance of knowing your luggage allowance and the art of packing only the essentials. Remember that time we humorously suggested wearing 6 layers of clothing to save on luggage space? Well, I hope you got the humor in that and aren't taking it too literally. Speaking of humor, we also had a lighthearted conversation about the perks of sitting in economy class where becoming a human pretzel is a standard practice. It's all of the journey, and we've embraced it with some laughs. The main thing is to make the of whatever situation you find yourself in. Through all these topics and more, our goal was to prepare you not just for your first international flight, but for the many more to come. I genuinely can't wait for you to embark on this exciting journey. It's going to be an experience filled with new sights, sounds, tastes, and people, a memory to cherish forever. In conclusion, we hope this guide has been a valuable resource in planning your first international flight. Remember, planning is key, but the most important thing is to enjoy the journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and use the link in the description for your 50 free AI minutes. Safe travels, adventurers!